Hey guys, I wanted to hop on for a minute and give a little bit of background on who we are. And, I know that we just kind of showed up on TikTok with our baby spider monkey, Winston, and we haven't really shown a lot of behind the scenes. And even though we're new to the primate world, we're actually not new to exotics. And that's something that most of you don't know because we haven't shared on this channel. But we are on social media and lots of other channels. But we live on 5 acres. We have lots and lots and lots of space. We actually have quite a few buildings. We have been in exotics for a few years. We have over 50 snakes. We have a separate house that is just for snakes where my husband breeds ball pythons of various morphs. We actually have a separate building, and I'll walk over and kind of give you a glimpse of where he breeds ASFs, which is a type of a rat to feed all the snakes. And for other people who live in the community that buy snakes, they'll come and buy their rats from us to feed their snakes. We have an Argentine Tegu that's about 2.5 years old, I believe, now. And her enclosure inside our house is 4 foot tall, and we actually have it on a riser, so it's pretty much as tall as I am. And it is 6 foot long, and she's in the process of getting an enclosure outdoors. Then we have a snake inside our house. So this little barn is what we call the snake barn. That's where people come in and visit our snakes, and that's where we've got, I think right now we have 2 new clutches of eggs, and this smaller barn behind me is where all the rats are. We have an amazing family and community that we're so thankful for. A sister who loves animals as much as us that lives nearby, that's able to come over at any time we need help. Our adult son lives next door with his girlfriend. Our adult daughter lives next door on the other side. So getting a baby monkey is such a huge commitment, and it's something that we took very serious and we thought about for a long time. Matter of fact, 9 years ago, my husband and I had invested in a primate, and it was not a spider monkey. And we had joined all of these online monkey communities and really did our research. And the more we debated it, some things came up and we felt like it just wasn't the right time for us. So we waited 9 years, but we've stayed a part of that community. We are in several Facebook groups with people who have been raising monkeys, specifically spider monkeys, for over 20 years. We have educated ourselves, and I believe in taking advice and learning from anyone you can. But I also believe that everybody can do things differently, and that's okay too, because what might work for one exotic pet owner or one exotic pet might not work for the next. And so luckily we have surrounded ourselves with such an amazing community. And another reason we waited 9 years is because we wanted to wait until all of our children were adults. That was really important to us, just so the primates didn't feel jealous of us spending time with our young children. But the other reason that was so important that we had our sister and family that was very on board is because emergencies come up. Last week, an emergency came up where our adult daughter was in the hospital for 4 days, and we had to go and be with her. And thankfully, I was able to call up my sister, and she can rush right over. And our monkeys are so used to spending time with her and my niece and our other adult children that it's okay. It was okay for us. And that's not something that can easily be done when you invest in a primate. So I created this channel to be able to really focus more on the monkeys and share that. But every once in a while, we'll share a glimpse of our ranch and all the other exotics, because I know that interests other people as well. And I'll give you a tour. Maybe I'll upload the video of us cutting our eggs of the snakes, which we share that on Panther City Reptiles on Instagram, if you do want to follow that page. And then, of the whole process. We should have the USDA out here this month to do some inspections and to kind of go over the plans of what we plan to build for our primates. The guidelines for USDA for enclosures to me is crazy. We plan on doing at least double what they recommend. Again, we have 5 acres, and we do plan on having more exotics coming in the future. Our goal is to have a place where people can come, learn, educate themselves, get hands-on with various exotic animals, kind of like a private zoo. And that's something that I plan on sharing, and I hope you join for the ride. However, I'm not advocating for people to go out and buy monkeys, 1 or even 2. This is not something that I think is sensible for most people. It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of space. And luckily, I am blessed with a career. I own my own business. I'm able to run it outside of my home. We do have all the space, and I have an amazing supportive community, and we're thankful for that. And it works for us. And this is something I've dreamed about since I was a little kid. So it's something that I spent years researching, educating, surrounding myself with other people, and really getting to know people who have worked with primates for over 20 years that are really, really familiar with it, to get some hands-on experience. And any animal that we've ever brought in, we've had hands-on experience somewhere. So same with the snakes. We're part of a very large community with those, the Argentine Tegu, even down to my future goal of kangaroos and sloths. We've had hands-on experience with those as well. So I recommend, if you are thinking about bringing an exotic animal into your life, that you do join communities and you do research and you go out and you hold them and you interact with them and you see what it's really like to have one, because nothing can compare, no matter what you read or what you're told, except that true hands-on experience. And yeah, and soon I will do a little bit more videos of introducing Quinley. We've had her for over a week, and she's still really young, and she's still sleeping a lot, and all of the things that Winston was doing the first few weeks we had him before we even started the channel. And that was something that was a big decision to make, and we wrote down all the pros and cons of when we knew from before we even got Winston that we were going to have him a troop mate. We felt like it was only fair for when he became an adult to have a member of the troop, since they're used to in the wild having a lot of other primates in their troop with every day. And I just felt like it was important to us to provide that for him. And so due to lots of reasons, we felt this was the time to do that instead of waiting. It was important for it to take place now. And so we're really excited to share that journey as well, which is not easy. It's not easy. I don't want anyone to think this is, oh, easy and cutesy. It's what works for us.